guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This look was actually inspired by Shelby, Triglia, a picture she posted on Twitter the other day. I recreated it myself and thought it would be fun to show you guys how I did it. If you guys want to know how to create this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, I've already prepped my eyelids for the shadow. And I'm going to dip into this Gemini palette by Melbeaut Cosmetics. Look at the shades, they're beautiful, literally look. Stunning. Do you see this? Stunning. Stunning. Okay. So now I'm going to use this big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into the first shade called Luna, this one. I'm just going to be applying that all over the crease. Bringing it kind of far out because we are going to do a wing. And I'm just building that color until I get the desired shade that I want. I feel like that's good for a transition. Okay, yeah, that's good for a transition. I'm gonna dip into the color Lori, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's this yellowy shade right here on a smaller, more detailed brush. To kind of apply that to warm up the eye right underneath. Or kind of also with the transition that I placed before, just to warm up the transition a little bit. Now we're gonna dip into this Fire OG shade right here. It's a little bit of a lighter green than this one. We're gonna take that on a more detailed, pointy, fluffy brush so that it's easy to blend, but it doesn't get completely everywhere, if you know what I mean. And we're gonna just place that a little bit closer to the crease instead of blowing it all the way up into the other transition shade.
And the shade we're really gonna build.
Okay, now that we put that shade down, we're gonna take a black, and I'm gonna take that black on a smaller detailed brush, even smaller than the last one. It's gonna be a little bit shorter too. I'm gonna take the shade Bonnie. I'm gonna take it on a smaller brush than the last one. It's this brush right here. It's a pencil brush, it's a little bit shorter, so you're gonna have a little bit more control. And I'm just gonna be taking that onto the outer V of the eye. You'll see right here. First, I'm just placing it down, so patting it in, and then I'm gonna be blending it out. You wanna do really small motions with this. And do really, really light pressure. I feel like I'm not even breathing. Do you guys ever like hold your breath while you're blending? I do want to build this black up a little bit. So I'm just gonna apply, oh my god, this black in this palette is like one of the best blacks ever. It's so pigmented. We'll see. Now I'm gonna carve my eyelid pretty far back too. Pretty far back, okay? I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Tarte Shape Tape on this teeny tiny little concealer brush. So a brush like this, really, really small, as pointed as you can get it. You don't want a lot of product on the brush because then it's gonna get really messy really fast. You can see, I'm taking the side of the brush like this, turning it this way, you can see, instead of this way. So using that side to kind of just blend in the leftover concealer into the black to create this little like gray shade right here. Do you see that? And now I'll just grab more concealer and fill that in. When you're filling in the eye with the concealer for a cut crease, I really like to pat the rest on as opposed to swipe because it can leave unevenness. Okay, now that you've got the perfect cut crease, it looks a little messy right now, but we're gonna fill it in with some other shades. So before we actually move on to the other shades, I always like to set my cut crease because it can get really messy when you don't. I've done that before, trust me. It's not a cute look. Okay, so now I'm dipping into the Kylie palette, and I'm gonna take the shade right here from her palette, and I'm just gonna place that on a small shader brush so I can set the cut crease. Okay, now we're gonna take this orangey shade right here from the palette on the top row, this one right here. And we're gonna take that and do it on the very outer corner, where it connects with the black right here. I'm just gonna take that on the same brush. Okay, now that we've got that little stripe of orange, the rest of the eye I'm gonna fill in with this shimmery green right here called Goals from the Melted palette. You can't even see this. This is amazing. Look at the shade. No, I swear the camera like does it no justice. Do the first eye. I'm gonna do the other eye and put on mascara and liner off camera just to save time. You already saw how I did this one. It's fairly easy. It just takes a lot of blending with the black, but after that you just cut the crease and fill in the crease pretty much. So now I just put on my lashes. I already filled in my eyebrows. I haven't carved them out or anything, but I just put on lashes. These are Ashkolm by Lilly Lashes, and I put on a little bit of winged liner. You can't really see it, but it's just to like line the line, go along with your lashes because these are pretty winged. So yeah, let's go on to the face. I feel like this is kind of like really zoomed in. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer to prep my skin for foundation. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now for foundation, I'm a little bit darker today, so I'm gonna be mixing two shades of the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation. I'm gonna be mixing 128 and 220 onto the back of this Morphe sponge. These Morphe sponges, you guys, are so bomb, and now they have them at Ulta, so get yourself one. So let's do some brightener and concealer. For the brightener, you already know what I'm using, my Becca Under Eye Brightener. Just a little bit of this today. I'm gonna do some concealer, and I'm gonna be using the KKW concealer in the shade 4. Just to highlight a little bit. Taking a little bit of this Huda Beauty baking powder in the shade Banana Bread. I'm pretty sure that is the second to lightest shade, or second to darkest, however you want to see it, because I think there's only 3 shades. I'm actually not sure, so don't quote me on that. And I'm taking the sharp side of this sponge, and I'm just dipping it in and setting my under eye. And I'm bringing it all the way down here because I haven't set there, and I usually find that if I don't bring it all the way down to like my cheekbones, it does leave a line. That's with any setting powder though, not just this one. Okay, to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the Glow version. And I'm just gonna take that on a little detailed fluffy brush because I don't wanna get it completely everywhere. highlight. I'm gonna be mixing two. I'm gonna be using this NYX Machinist Grind Highlight Duo. You guys, this is so pretty. Look at this. So they're both highlighters, but I like to use this one as a blush, like a blush topper. Sometimes when I'm not wearing too much highlight, because like too much is like too much, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be using the Kylie Cosmetics Champagne Showers from her birthday collection. Now, first I like to go in with the NYX one because it is more gold and it's a little bit darker. So I'll just put that right here. Just popping highlight, you know, the usual places, you don't even have to say. The usual places. Can't figure it out. I always like to go in with a little bit of highlighter in between my eyebrows. Recently, I've been loving this look. Now I'm just taking a little bit of contour and I'm using the e.l.f. Fiji kit or compact. I honestly really love this shade for contouring. Whether I'm tan, not tan or like fake tan, or my natural shade. It really goes well with both. Just applying a little bit to the sides of my nose. This brush is the Morphe M437. Is really good to contour the nose. It's super fast. And it gives you like the perfect nose contour. Like, I love it. Okay, now for blush, I'm gonna be using this MAC Warm Soul blush or mineralized blush. And where the hell is my blush? Oh, it's right here. I'm just putting it on this blush brush and doing mostly the apples of my cheeks. So I really want to make the under eye really green, so I'm going to go into the Fire OG shade and use a pencil. Is this wet? And use a pencil brush with that. I don't know if it's wet. It's how weird. Just to line it first, get really close to the lash line. This technique really elongates and opens up your eyes. I don't know how to explain it. It makes your lash line look lower, so it makes your eyes look bigger. That's all I'm gonna do for the under eyes because I don't want too much. I don't want to like drag down the eye. And I'm gonna place a little bit of mascara. MAC's Stripdown OG Perfect Lip Liner. Never fails me. Whose? Yours. Oh, they're right here. Okay, so now they're outlined. And for lipstick, I'm gonna be using the KKW lipstick in the shade Nude 3. I love these lipsticks. Okay, now for the finishing touches. I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus. Woo! This looks bomb. I just opened up my window a little bit so you could see. Can you see the shimmer in the sun? I don't know if you can. Oh, it's super bright, hold on. Okay guys, that was the finished look. I am so excited I got to do this because I've been wanting to do this look for so long and I finally had the time to do it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look and I hope it wasn't too rushed or not that easy for you guys to follow. Let me know if it was hard for you to follow since I only did one eye on camera. If you did enjoy the one eye on camera since it did save time, also let me know. And thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate all your likes and views and everything else. Bye!